Brock, can you describe what you were feeling after that hit in the first quarter?
Yeah, just my arm just felt like it stretched out. Just felt like really a lot of just shocks all over, from my elbow down to my wrist, front and back. Just pain, really, all over.
At this point, do you have any concern about this being a long-term injury?
I have no idea. We getting an MRI tomorrow. It is a little swollen in the forearm area near the elbow, and that's all I know, man. It's still in pain, obviously, but just got to get the MRI tomorrow.
You went back and you threw one pass, and then you didn't again. Did it make it worse, or just the same thing?
I've been throwing after the hit occurred on the sideline just to see where I was at. But even in those throws, it was painful, and so I couldn't throw anything probably over 10 yards, 5 yards. So that's why we just had some screens. That was really our only option when I went back in. So.
What kind of emotions do you have? Obviously, a big game, big opportunity, and then you don't get to see it through. What is that like for you?
Yeah, it just hurts. It's I'm just so sad for the older guys. Fred, Trent, George, Eric Armstead, everyone, all the guys that have been through this. They've obviously been to the Super Bowl in 19, and then last year in the NFC Championship, and then for this to happen, it's in the first drive, really, of, man, like, this is the kind of game we have to play after the first drive, and I'm just frustrated. But it's more sad for those guys than anything, because they deserve to win and to win the whole thing. And so when that happened, man, I'm just more frustrated with that and sad for them.
Have you ever had this injury or anything like it?
I have not. It's the first time.
Did you, when you got the hit, you knew there was something that might be a little serious?
Yeah, I thought it was an incomplete pass, and then we had a third down coming up, and I went to the sideline while they were reviewing stuff or the play, just asking for a ball because I knew something wasn't right, and so I just asked to see if I could throw. And even in those couple throws, I was like, man, something's not right, and it was a fumble. And then that's when they checked everything out, and I tried throwing on the sideline, and it was just extremely painful.
In Josh's first series, it looked like on third down you were almost going to run on the field, or was there something in your mind like you might be able to get back in? Was it in your own territory?
No, I don't think so. Not at that moment. I was probably thrown on the sideline just to see how I was feeling, to see if it was getting any better, but it didn't.
Brock, after the initial injury, you had a conversation with Kyle at that point on the sideline. What did you say to him at that point?
Yeah, I told him right there, if we run a play, I can't throw it deep. Just for this play at least, it's hurting really bad, and if we're going to get a completion, have it be something short if that's all right. And so that's really what I was telling him.
Given the run you had this whole year, to have this happen when it happened, just how tough it was for you to have to accept it and then trying to continue on. What was going on there?
Yeah, I was just thinking about how hard it is, how it takes every little thing to align the right way to win, to go all the way. And it's just, I was thinking back early to the season, just what happened with all the injuries and stuff, and then, we get hot and we're winning games, and how tough even those games are to win. Last week, how tough it was to win. Then you come into an environment like this, locked in and ready to roll, and then an injury happens, and then the way the game goes just totally shifts in a different direction. So it's just all these emotions, and again, I come back to, I want it for these guys, the older guys, more than anybody. As a rookie, you can say, oh, I got your whole career, but man, these guys have told me it's rare to get here, and so it's hard. It's not easy. So, man, it's more for those guys, and I feel for those guys, man, more than anything. So.
Brock, on the last play where you got hurt, what was the design of it? Were you going deep to IU, and then also?
Yeah.
Did you see Reddick coming? Until you didn't see him until it was too late.
Yeah, no, it was play action pass. I was literally ripping it to BA. He was coming open and thought it was going to be a big play, and then he just came from my blind side at the time, so on my right side, and the ball came out. So.
All right, thanks guys. Nick's right here.